Every month, the Dubai market absorbs thousands of new ideas. It is an ecosystem designed for rapid deployment, where new businesses launch daily and the competition is relentless. This chart tracks the life cycle of those new ventures. Notice the steep initial climb representing launches. But look right here. This sharp drop-off within the first few months represents the failure rate. The data shows that these early closures rarely stem from a lack of initial funding. The collapse usually happens down here, in the structural pillars. They fail because they lack operational vision and project management. A quality product might get you through the door, but in a market this aggressive, survival is contingent on a rigid structural blueprint for every operation. Many founders fall into the vanity metric trap. They assume that a viral social media video or a slick logo will automatically translate into a successful, profitable business. Traditional, fragmented marketing agencies are happy to feed this illusion. They deliver thick reports packed with likes, shares, and impressions, metrics that look impressive on a screen but do absolutely nothing for actual cash flow. Consider an expensive, highly targeted ad campaign that drives thousands of users to a website. If that site is poorly designed and drops the connection before capturing the lead or processing the sale, the entire marketing budget is completely wasted. To scale a business and survive, the operational side has to talk to the creative side. Project management must fuse directly with data-driven marketing. When marketing operates in a vacuum, completely detached from the core mechanics of the business, it is just expensive noise. This is where Mangmark operates. Before a single piece of creative content is drafted, the team steps in strictly as project managers. This matrix illustrates the starting point. It is a comprehensive SWOT analysis, evaluating strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, which processes raw data to filter out competitor noise and isolate clear market advantages. The analysis then groups that data into these distinct clusters. This is market segmentation based purely on measured, objective data, eliminating any reliance on gut feelings to find the actual target audience. Every subsequent creative and operational decision is anchored by this initial, strict mathematical foundation. With the data locked in, the focus shifts to brand development. This phase covers crafting a cohesive visual identity, shaping personal branding for the founders, and refining the core messaging. For a new restaurant or a retail concept, this means designing a unified aesthetic that carries through everything from the specific color palettes on the menus to the signage and digital presence. But an aesthetic alone cannot process a transaction. Mangmark employs revenue system integration, which hardwires that new visual identity directly into the company's operational hubs. This diagram follows a customer's journey. When a user clicks an ad and lands on the custom e-commerce site, their data flows directly into an integrated customer relationship management system, like Soho CRM, ensuring zero lead leakage. A beautifully designed brand identity ultimately relies entirely on the digital infrastructure built to capture and retain its audience. Once the infrastructure is solid, it needs targeted traffic. That pipeline is fed through high-quality, in-house multimedia production, combining professional photography, video editing, and copywriting. This content is then pushed through an omni-channel distribution strategy. By managing platforms like TikTok, LinkedIn, and WhatsApp Business simultaneously, the business dictates its entire digital narrative. Parallel to the digital push, physical public relations and event management ground the brand in the real world, creating tangible touchpoints for the local market. This chart breaks down the financial mechanics of the paid advertising strategy. Out of the total ad budget, exactly 15% is carved out as a transparent management fee, ensuring the agency's incentives are perfectly aligned with the client. The remaining 85% pours directly into a funnel optimized exclusively for lead generation and return on investment. The system actively strips away any ad spend wasted on generating empty vanity views. When content creation and distribution are financially anchored to strict conversion metrics, marketing stops being a gamble and becomes a predictable revenue engine. Compare the typical startup scenario, chasing a chaotic spreadsheet of arbitrary social media likes, to this fully optimized, revenue-focused reality. This graphic illustrates the difference. On the left, a disconnected mess of impressions. On the right, a synchronized system where every automated daily marketing effort is tracked, measured, and correlated directly to actual sales data. Consolidating the business setup, IT integration, and visual identity under one roof addresses the operational friction that usually cripples young companies, replacing disconnected silos with a unified management structure. True business growth happens when the gap between the marketing team and the management team no longer exists. Startups and established companies alike have to stop chasing vanity metrics and start building scalable, hardwired business operations. Whether entering the UAE market for the first time or scaling an existing SME, the foundation dictates the height of the build. By partnering with Mangmark, you secure a comprehensive consultancy that dives your project from its initial foundation all the way through to measurable growth. Because sustainable revenue in the UAE is an engineered outcome, it is never an accident.